What is going on YouTube? I am on my way over to the YMCA to get the lift started here today, and it is a push day, so I'll be starting off with Smith Machine incline bench, and then I'll be moving on over to seated shoulder press, and then after that dips and pec flies like usual. So yeah, looking forward to this workout. I will say I'm a little hesitant because the AC has been on the fritz. When I went yesterday to go pick my brother up, people were in there sweating, man. Oh my gosh, it was awful yesterday. I don't know what it was, but it was, yeah, it must have been like, I don't know, the AC in the actual gym, like weight room itself, was struggling to keep up. But yeah, anyhow, it is what it is. I'm well hydrated and I have plenty of electrolytes, so I honestly, if I'm gonna sweat, I'm gonna sweat. Who cares, you know? So yeah, I mean, right now I'm on my way over to drop two packages off here. I got two packages today, and they're pretty just basic stuff. One of them is international shipping, and then the other one's just going to a buyer within the state. Just random little knickknacks that I picked up and are reselling. One is they're actually both batteries technically. One's a little Sony Handycam battery, and the other one is like a backup UPS, a universal power supply, or an uninterrupted power supply. So for like computers and stuff, so that way if you get like a lightning strike or something, it doesn't fry your computer, and it also gives it a little bit of time to turn off if the power goes out. So yeah, just shipping those out before I head on over to the Y here, and then I'll be getting the lift started. I don't know, I'm borderline wanting to up the weight on Smith Machine incline bench, as I'm getting sets of 7. I don't know. Maybe when I get a set of 8, I'll up the weight from 185 pounds here. But I think I'll keep it again the same again today, and then we'll see from there what we get, and yeah, keep the accessories moving as well, because obviously your accessory work is going to just complement your main lifts. At least it should. So that's the idea there. You know, have you guys seen those like exercise in a pill peptides? I don't know. There's a few, I think, that they're developing, and there's only going to be more as time goes on. Obviously, apparently, with the advent of artificial intelligence, creating these new wonder drugs is just going to become easier and easier as it goes and tries to find new mechanisms of action. And it's kind of interesting how they, like, I don't know if you guys have heard how like they get the inspiration to derive some of these things, like or where their original source is from, like these peptides for like anti-hunger and for weight loss, like retatrutide and semaglutide and tirzepatide, like all these GLP-1 agonists are kind of like derived from like Gila monster saliva, apparently, because they're able to produce this because they live in deserts, so they don't need to eat as frequently, which is kind of crazy. So it's like, as a Christian, I see how like nothing can be better than what God has created, and humans just look to kind of copy that and rediscover it, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, with the exercise in a pill idea, I was kind of thinking about like, what would people do with all the time that they have? Like, if they never had to exercise, would we become more productive or less productive? Because I don't know about you, but if I have like a task, a to-do list for a day, I will get up and I'm fired up and I am productive, and then I get it all done quickly, and then I want to keep doing more stuff productive. But if I have a day where I'm like kind of slow, don't have a ton of stuff to do, I'll do like 3 or 4 things, and then I'll be like, I've got all the time in the world. I kind of take it for granted how much time I have to get things done, and I'm far less productive on those days, which is kind of interesting. And I feel like that's almost what might come as a result of these exercise in a pill things, because I don't know about you guys, but I spend a couple hours every day lifting weights or doing cardio or getting my steps in, so if that was to get cut out completely, I'm not sure how I would react. Honestly, it's kind of an interesting topic. I know, like I said, anecdotally, I probably would be less productive just looking at how I currently am. It kind of makes you apathetic towards things, like what's the point? But I don't know. What's your guys' thoughts on that? Would you ever take it when it, even if it was completely side effect free as they're claiming it might be? I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see what your guys' thoughts are on it. I probably wouldn't take it just because I'm so stubborn. I'm just such a stubborn individual. That's what really kind of makes that's what makes me so adamantly against it. Honestly, I'm just more of a stubborn, bullheaded person. I'd rather just go in there and push the weights, So, but yeah, I don't know. It also gives a nice mental break. So everything's not just physical, It's all tied together. But I'd love to know what you guys have to think. But I'm gonna hop in the gym here and get this lift started. Alrighty, well that is a wrap out on the push workout. I'm actually pretty happy with the way that things went overall. I'm kind of shocked, honestly. I hit 185 pounds. I loaded 185 up on the bar, and I unracked it, and I was like, shoot, this isn't really like taking my breath away like it normally does when I unload something, like I unrack a heavy weight for something on chest. And I was like, wow, that's weird. So I went for it, and I hit 8 reps, and I was like, let's go, lifetime PR. And then I did a second set, and then I did a third set. And then I was like, there's no way I get this 4th set, and I got the 4th set. So I don't know what it was, but today I was moving some heavy weight on chest press. So yeah, that's not only a lifetime PR, but like I blew it out of the water, 4 sets of 8. Pretty freaking happy with that. That's awesome. And then shoulder press afterwards, I also upped the weight on. I bumped it up by 5 pounds, and I got that for a set of 8. And then I was like, well, that honestly felt easy, and it felt like smooth on my joints and everything. I was like, dang. So I got it for another 2 sets of 8. And then my last set of 8, I went for 9. I was so close to getting it, but my butt slipped out from underneath me a little bit. And I think I would have had it if I had been locked in more with my legs, like bracing my legs against to push me back into the seat. But that's all good. We'll save it for next week. I'm happy with my performance overall because I did bring the effort, even if I did slip a little bit. So, but yeah, so that was an awesome workout. I'm super happy with that. And dips, I was like, well, shoot, I can't take advantage of being super strong today and drop the weight, because normally I do. This is my like second push day of the week. I do dips, but I do them slightly lighter, and I go for higher rep. So I was like, well, shoot, I'm gonna use the same weight I did earlier in the week. So I strapped on 70 pounds, and I got those for sets of 8, which normally, if I was to do this in my second push day, with that same weight I started with, I would not nearly have gotten as many. I might have gotten 6 or 7 of those. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, and man, as I was finishing this workout off, I was looking outside, and we're getting some torrential rain. I don't know if you guys can see this here. It's like, it's not that bad right now, but like about, I don't know, it might have been like, I don't know, 15 minutes ago, it was like you couldn't see 2 inches in front of you. And I was like, oh great, I'm gonna have to wait for like a half an hour, or I'm just gonna have to suck it up and get soaked to get out to the car. But then it dried up, and there wasn't even like there was like maybe half a second of rain while I was walking to the car, and then other than that, I was completely dry. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So very blessed in that respect, to be able to stay dry walking to the car, even though I was already sweating, you know. The AC was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be today either, though, because it was so overcast. So the AC was able to keep up, even though the front AC is still broken here at the YMCA. So, but yeah, crazy workout. Sometimes you just go in and surprise yourself, and when you do, I say take full advantage of it and load the weight up. You know, get those reps in, get those sets in while you can. But yeah, take advantage of the good days for sure. But yeah, other than that, not too much else to report. Just very happy with the way that workout went. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you have any thoughts of your own, you drop them in the comments, and leave a thumbs up and let me know that you liked the video. Subscribe for more content just like this, and until next time, later.